Good day to Dr. Lam. I am Harvind Gunasilan. Metric ID S50716 is here today to present about my chosen technology of aquaculture biorefinery, which is pyrolysis. Pyrolysis is a thermal decomposition that is being carried out in inert atmosphere with very high temperature range of 300 to 850 degrees Celsius. This process is usually used for the treatment of organic material, where in end it produces products that are useful. In the aquaculture industry, the wastes produced can be collected and used in pyrolysis. The end product of pyrolysis are usually solid residues and synthetic gases. In this slide, I'll be talking about the design and steps of the processes in pyrolysis. The pyrolysis is designed in a manner of producing the solid residues firstly, and then followed by the oil, and finally producing synthetic gases which are reusable. The first step is pre-treatment of biomass, where it is grinded into small particles before headed into the pyrolysis reactor. In the pyrolysis reactor, the airlock system keeps the oxygen and unwanted air out of the reactor. The combustor in the reactor heats the biomass and produces raw gases which contain solid residues and removes the ash material from the reactor. The next following step is known as the char collection, where the raw gases with solid residues are headed into the cyclone. The cyclone separator helps to remove the char from the raw gases and is collected in the char collector. The raw gases are also known as purified gases, move towards the quencher system, where the cold quench water cools down the gases. A bio-oil is produced. This bio-oil condenses and deposits at the bottom, where the non-condensable gases are recycled to be used in the pyrolysis process again. Finally, the bio-oil will be stored in a storage tank and will be further used for further purposes. In this slide, I'll be talking about the key operations that needed to be given attention during pyrolysis. Firstly, it is important to remove oxygen and unwanted gases from the reactor, and this can be carried out with the help of the airlock system. Secondly, the cyclone separator also plays a major role in removing the char separately. If the char is not successfully removed from the raw gases, it has a possibility to affect the bio-oil composition. Furthermore, the biomass must be in smaller size and have lesser percentage of moisture content when it is newly introduced into the pyrolysis reactor, because it affects the efficiency. The products produced from the pyrolysis process are solid residues and synthetic gases. Biochar are the solid residues produced from these processes. It can be used as soil amendment to improve the yield and also reduce soil emissions of the greenhouse gases. The bio-oil produced is useful as transportation fuels or as burning oils in boilers. And finally, the synthetic gases produced from pyrolysis can act as a tool for electricity generation. The synthetic gases produced are methane, hydrogen, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. The aquaculture wastes or biomass that can be used for the pyrolysis process are mainly from microalgae, fish wastes and also fish meals. Microalgae is suitable for the pyrolysis process as it consists of low oxygen content and a high heating value, density and viscosity. This makes the microalgae to produce quality bio-oil that can be used as fuel oil than the ones produced from fast pyrolysis processes. On the other hand, the fish meal can be used to form the biochar that helps to act as catalyst in the glycerol carbonate synthesis. The composition of biochar produced from fish meal shows a higher percentage of yield compared among biochars that are produced from other biomass. And finally, the fish wastes can be suitable to be used as a biomass for pyrolysis because of its high hydrogen and low carbon content. The fish oil is able to produce high quality bio-oil compared to traditional diesel fuel. The bio-oil from fish wastes are used as diesel engines at lower temperatures.